what's up, guys? Kaiju Lou here.
And Sega Sean.
And welcome to Zone 18 of the Super Game Strikers podcast, the official podcast of
Game Strikers.
And first things first, we got a lot to talk about today.
So much.
Red hot news.
Red hot.
But first things first, to get us started, we have Sega Sean here with the video game fun fact of the week.
Oh, well,
Take it away.
Here we go. Okay, really quick fact. Now, last week we talked about Nights into Dreams and its anniversary, right? Yeah. Yeah, just if you guys didn't know, Nights is actually one of the very few, if anything, that Shigeru Miyamoto, yeah, has admitted that he wanted to make, or at least have a hand in, or whatever, but he didn't. And then from that day forward, he would bug Yuji Naka and trying to make a sequel. And then it happened on the Wii. And I guess he was happy. Maybe he was. Let's ask him.
It's kind of funny how it's the Nintendo guy bugging the Sega guy to make a sequel for a Sega game. Because you're in competition with these guys. Yeah. And you're just bugging them to make
Well, it's probably like, just behind the business. Like, you could see Ronald McDonald.
I just see Sega Shiggy at Sega headquarters banging on the door.
Make it.
Let me in!
Let me in! Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That's fun fact.
Video game fun fact of the week. Shiggy stalking Sega at the time for Nights into Dreams.
Save Yuji.
Oh, no. But on to the big game news. We're cutting to the chase here, so we're going to throw all these game news at you, folks.
Cutting to this Chase Strickland. Here we go.
Oh, I know that guy.
Really? How is he?
Ooh.
No.
Just as a big reminder from last week, in case a lot of you don't know, because a lot of people actually didn't know, especially on Game Strikers, the Callie and Marie Splatoon amiibos are out now.
Get them!
They came out last Friday, July 8th, in the 2-pack. They're out now. So, just as a reminder.
Get them!
Because, we've had people on Game Strikers that said that, I picked this up at the store, I didn't see anything about it. And I'm like, well...
Gotta get them.
We did a podcast on it a couple of weeks ago.
Way to ignore us, fam.
But, yeah, anyway, Callie and Marie amiibos out now as a final reminder.
Gotta get them.
All right. And also, the final Splatoon Splatfest in a couple of more weeks away.
Yeah.
So, big reminders here.
Get ready.
And also, other news, now since the release of the Callie and Marie amiibos, there are now over 100 different amiibos in the U.S.
100.
100 different types.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. But I gotta say, Sega Sean, out of those 100 amiibo, what are your top 3 favorite ones so far? If you had to say them right now, what are your 3 favorites so far? Out of all those hundreds of amiibos, they can come from anything.
Oh, man. Probably...
In terms of detail, in terms of your favorite character, how does he look, everything.
Well, Sonic's in there. Because there's an actual thing like that. He's in the game. I'm like, yeah. Probably him, Sonic, Mega Man, and... Out of all the amiibo?
Out of all 100 that are here in the U.S.
Oh, man. Oh, man, it's kind of on the spot.
Got to be ready for these questions.
I guess so. Scratch Mega Fan. I guess Luigi from Mario Party series, because he's clearly the best. And, oh gosh, I guess Ryu, because I like his colors in there. You didn't go for the realistic look, so they went for a more chalk color like look, and I like that. Yeah, that's about it. What about you?
One, definitely for sure, the Bowser amiibo from the Super Mario Brothers line.
How basic.
He looks amazing. Better than Luigi.
Oh, fuck.
Another one, the Meta Knight amiibo from the most recent Kirby line. Beautiful.
Yeah.
And thirdly, I'm going to have to say the modern Mario amiibo.
Oh, what? The pixelated one?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Or the retro one. They both look cool. I just love the blocky squares.
You look from afar.
And it's in the form of an amiibo.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
really cool. But all the amiibos are equally cool.
Yeah,
they're just some of the favorite ones by far. All of them are beautiful. But yeah, over 100 amiibo now in the U.S. Yeah. And still more to come.
Where's that cloud?
More and more to come.
Where's that cloud of Vietnam?
Star Fox just had a skin confirmed as DLC for Monster Hunter Generations. Now, for the skin DLC, does the character wear like fox color or falco?
Yeah,
or
I don't know what these characters are called, to be honest, because we don't play Monster Hunter Generations, but they come with the Star Fox gear, the laser gun and stuff. I don't know if there are any like missions centered around the Star Fox universe, but it's just a skin. And you can do poses, I guess, from Star Fox as well. Like the, the cross the arms looking up at the sky, like, whatever. At least that was in the trailer. I don't know if you could actually do that, but it looked like gameplay and stuff. But it's cool. Cool.
And, alright, cool. But, after thinking about it now, it kind of sucks because I remember they said a long time ago, it's probably not going to happen because Zero came out already, Star Fox Zero. They said they were going to have an R-Wing amiibo.
Yeah.
I guess that never happened.
Guess not.
Or got scrapped.
Maybe got scrapped. Maybe Shiggy wanted to do that, but they ended up just using the Star Fox and Falco amiibos for the gameplay. So. Because
I remember right now. They said there was going to be a R-Wing amiibo. Yeah, I'm like, oh, cool.
Shiggy really wanted. Oh, cool. Shiggy really wanted some of that. But
wanted some of that.
Guess not. Yeah. Guess Reggie was like, please, we have enough out there. Use the previous ones.
Alright. But Star Fox skin, DLC, all you Monster Hunter fans, there you go.
Hop to it.
Azure Striker Gunvolt 2 will be getting a physical release along with the very first Azure Striker Gunvolt game together in, I believe, a box set. Coming out September 30th. For only 3DS, right, Sean?
Yes.
All right. Yes. And mind-blowing news, the game is Amiibo compatible.
Yeah, we didn't know that.
Now, we are not sure if all Amiibo are compatible for this game, but one thing has been confirmed. The Shovel Knight Amiibo is compatible with Azure Striker Gunvolt 2 as it unlocks a special boss stage where Shovel Knight is a cameo boss, and you get to fight Shovel Knight in the game itself as a special boss stage.
That's crazy. That's cool.
That is cool. And you said it's the same company?
Yes. Yacht Club Games made Azure Striker Gunvolt as well as Shovel Knight. So, I mean, when you think about it, it's like, oh, okay, that's not too far-fetched.
And also on the side, too, the game comes out September 30th. Azure Striker Gunvolt 2, Sonic Boom Fire and Ice, and Shantae Half Genie Hero all come out within 4 days of each other. So everyone, if you're a Sonic fan, if you're an Azure Striker fan, and a Shantae fan, prepare your wallets.
Yes, please do. This is...
As well as September, Sean. I don't know if it's within those days too, but they haven't confirmed a date. But it's coming out in September. The new Phoenix Wright game, Spirit of Justice, also comes out in September.
Our 3DSs are going to be very hot.
So, and I would laugh if it comes out in that same.
Oh man. Well, good luck.
Because I know you're getting Sonic and Shantae. And I'm getting Azure and Ace Attorney.
Well, yeah. I might get Azure too.
Because Ace Attorney, I heard it's only $30.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I don't think it's gonna be physical though. It's only gonna be downloadable.
That kind of stinks in a way.
Kind of like Dual Destinies, like the M-rated Ace Attorney game. It never had a physical release in America, but it did. It just had
Got to make sure you have room on your 3DS though.
I know that's the one thing I was worried about too.
Because these graphics look really good and stuff.
I'm like, I gotta check the room. That's why I'm not buying themes or nothing. I only have a little bit left.
Be careful.
This is why I want a physical release.
Yeah.
But yeah, Azure Striker Gunvolt 2, along with the first game, Amiibo compatible, out on September 30th. Resident Evil 4 will also, along with 5 and 6, come to the PS4 and Xbox One on August 30th. Resident Evil 5 just got released recently on June 28th. as well as Resident Evil 6 getting re-released way back in March 29th.
Yeah,
so
we
Resident Evil 4.
kind of just hovered over our heads, but maybe that's because... Well, did you know about that or no?
Not really.
No.
I know.
And the Resident Evil page has been talking about Resident Evil 4, which isn't... Of course, it's obvious because it's such a hugely hyped game, but Resident Evil 5 just came out. And I didn't see anything
as
about
well
it.
too. I'm even more shocked. Not only is it like a digital release, but Resident Evil 5. I'm not sure if 6 has one too, but 5 actually has its own physical copy.
Yeah.
I'm sure for Xbox One as well, but I've seen a picture of it on PS4. It's just like the Gold Edition.
Yeah.
For PS3, except that it also Xbox, but it also, it's pretty much for PS4, and it comes with all the DLC and everything that was in the Gold Edition for Resident Evil 5, but on the PS4 in a physical copy.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's only for like $20 or something.
I hope maybe 30 at the most.
Because 7-year-old game.
But apparently you heard that there were some problems.
I didn't hear anything about 6.
Maybe that's why it's not been.
But I heard
big.
that 5 had technical issues. I don't know the details, the deets about it.
The deets.
But
pretty ace.
Yeah. Speaking of technical issues, I don't know why, but I couldn't play Splatoon yesterday online because the servers were under maintenance.
Maybe Pokemon Go's cancer is spreading. Who knows?
I don't know. They wouldn't allow. I'm not sure if it's just me, but they wouldn't let me play Splatoon because it says undergoing maintenance. I haven't checked today, but
well, at least it's not a connection error. It's just undergoing maintenance.
It just says servers are under maintenance. Come back later.
Maybe they're cooking up something big for the final.
Yeah, because they just got an update again recently.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's like 2 updates in like 2 weeks.
Oh, this is exciting.
I'm like, I thought it was balance issues. Because the weapons.
Yeah.
Because the weapons are getting really powerful. I'm like, maybe now they're finally clearing it up because that damn Kraken.
Yeah.
AKA me. I was like, but yeah, other than that, Resident Evil 4 out now. Coming out next month, August 30th. And as well as, if you guys don't know yet, Resident Evil 5 and 6 already out now on PS4 and Xbox One.
All right, then.
For all you Overwatch fans out there, there is a new Overwatch character that will be introduced and revealed at this year's San Diego Comic-Con.
Breaking news! It's already been released. I put the trailer in Game Strikers. It's a new character.
They said San Diego Comic-Con.
You know they don't abide to those rules. Remember with friggin'
It's probably leaked. It's leaked, right?
What? No.
It's probably leakage there.
Probably. No, it's not. I think it was on the official
Someone
page.
spilled the beans.
It was on the official page. I think so.
I don't care.
No,
I quit.
No. I'm just,
way to kill the news.
Breaking news, red hot. It was just released right before I got here.
Because I heard this news yesterday and a couple of days ago, everyone was going nuts about it. They said, brand new Overwatch character going to be released exclusively at San Diego Comic-Con, the biggest Comic-Con of the year.
As usual.
And it's out. Oh, is it that Ana girl?
I think.
Because I think I saw that earlier.
Here, let me look really quick.
Yeah, I think her name is Ana or something. Because you showed a character. I didn't know that was the new one. I think I know what you're talking about.
Introducing Ana, a battle-scarred agent who would do anything to protect the people closest to her. So, this is by the official page, too.
Well, everybody, thanks Sega Sean right now for spoiling the news for us.
What?
And for, ruining our chances and our hopes.
Did you pick up your evolution, by the way?
I did.
Which one were you?
High five.
Which one did you choose?
I'm a champ.
No, did you look at the description?
I don't give a fuck.
All right, then. Well, go to Game Strikers to find out which
I played Digimon Go.
Get that out of here. It's communist activities right there, son.
But yeah, there you go. Sean ruined it, everybody. And,
that's what I'm here for.
Ana, the supposed new Overwatch character, who's still probably going to be announced at San Diego Comic-Con. Everyone's going to know about it, thanks to you.
Also, the official page that posted it. So it's not really...
But you're in charge of that page.
Not Overwatch. No idea.
Some Sonic news.
Oh, goody.
The greatest TV show ever, Sonic X, is getting a box set release. Now, Sega Sean, is this a DVD or Blu-ray box set?
I hope it's Blu-ray, but it's only DVD for now.
Of all the seasons of Sonic X,
Yes.
for the first time ever.
I think there was a set sold in Japan, but it was really hard to get to. It was a lot of money.
No release date is confirmed yet, but
The menus are designed just like the Sega Genesis artwork.
Where did you hear this, Sega Sean?
On Twitter, I guess the guy that's designing the menu, the picture that's in Game Strikers, the guy that's designing the menu said that they are working on it. It does not include the Japanese language or anything like that. It's just the dub. No release date confirmed or anything like that, but there you go. Hopefully, yeah, it comes out soon.
Will you be getting this, Sega Sean?
I think I will.
Oh, I shouldn't have asked, because you are the biggest Sonic X fan
Apparently, I'm the Sonic God, like you told me the other day, so...
Yes, so, and you know, X is clearly the best one.
Now, the pilot that you're looking at right now on screen, that is the version of Sonic X that I would have liked to happen, but no! We got a human! Well, I mean the human.
But also know that Uncle Sam from Sonic X is clearly the fastest.
Not in the pilot that I have on the screen right now, that's not.
Because Chris Thorndike stated that he's the fastest in the world.
Well, that just shows how many problems that kid has. One too many.
I'm 18!
I happen to be 18 years old.
Spoiler alert. You want me to... Just so you guys don't have to watch through all the episodes. Spoiler alert, Tails kills his girlfriend.
That's terrible.
I'm not even joking, it's true.
But it's emotional.
He killed his girlfriend, that's murder.
He was crying.
That's murder.
You know why he had to
Plant lives matter.
Do you remember why he did that?
He's a fucking
No, do you remember why?
He's a cold-blooded murderer. I hope he gets the electric chair.
Oh! Well, he just loses rings.
You know, I hope he fries for it. I hope he gets raped in a prison cell.
Ooh, you're pushing the bar a little bit.
Oh.
Simmer down, fool.
It was sad. It was sad.
Yeah.
My favorite arcs was when they did the the arcs of Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2. I know.
I remember borrowing you the DVD, The Shadow Saga.
I watched them long before you. Just remember that.
What is that? Did you, though?
I watched it since day one, since it first came out on the Fox Box, the greatest cartoon channel on the planet.
Oh, those dubs.
With such classics as Ultimate Muscle, Kirby Right Back at Ya, Fighting Foodons.
Fucking theme songs.
And Mike Pollock voiced in these characters.
Oh!
Well, anyway, Sonic X getting a DVD box set or Blu-ray.
Yeah,
it'd be cool if it was Blu-ray.
That'd be cool.
Because, you know, gotta go fast.
Don't ever.
I had to say it.
Would you ever get that? The box
Zoom.
set? Shut up! What was that? Zoom!
The box set is probably $80.
What if it was less?
How less?
40.
Oh. Make it 30, then we'll talk.
Well, think about it. You probably will find a disc replay one day.
Yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait when it goes down to 20.
Because I know you want that for certain reasons.
No, not really.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, well, it's action-packed, has a good story, good characters.
For the most part. At, like,
for the most
odd times.
Dan Green Knuckles.
Shout out to Nick, who thinks he'll be sexy if he gets Dan Green's voice. You'll find out in the haul video, coming soon to theaters.
Huh. Well, on to the big red hot news.
Red hot.
Sizzling.
It's sizzling.
The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild,
Oh, that's not hot.
Horizon, and VR just took home the Critics' Best of E3 awards. I like to wish congratulations to those three. Especially Breath of the Wild, because I remember how, you showed a recent poll at E3, the most talked about games, and it showed the bar percentages when it came to Zelda on top. Zoom!
It's crazy, and that's why everybody's so blown away. It's like Nintendo did not have a conference, nothing like that, and one game...
And they outdid everybody.
One game to rule them all. So yeah.
Second one was Sony, though. Sony took it home.
Well, of
second.
course. I'm not dissing their show at all. I'm just saying it's crazy how no conference, nothing
as
like
well
that.
as Horizon.
Yeah.
They took it home, as well as virtual reality.
Mm-hmm.
That was really good too.
Yeah.
That took home the gold too.
That Resident Evil 7 setup was really cool. E3, yeah.
Yep. So congratulations to all three. Games / virtual reality system. I'm taking home.
See you in the future when you come out.
The future is now. Oh, a recent report showed that Nintendo has filed a patent for a new handheld device. Now, could this be the mysterious and infamous Nintendo MH?
That we did a rant on that we have
no idea. That we did an excellent rant on.
Excellent.
And Sean is going to post a link
right now. I'm going to forget. Nothing pops up. Liar.
But please check out that rant. We brought a lot of good points there. We weren't just all shits and giggles.
Oh, we weren't. Clearly.
But yeah, they got the patent, which means
Wham!
the MH is in the works. This new handheld.
Clearly, that's why it's like, why hop on board with the new Nintendo 3DS when you know something else is coming out soon?
You know, it'd be crazy.
What?
The new MH. You're able to play Pokemon Go on there.
Oh, that's cool.
That would be a cool feature.
If you're a weeb, I mean.
You're all about it.
Oh!
We'll talk about it to the end. We'll save it to the end.
Second.
Nintendo plans to reveal plans for Universal Studios in Japan and beyond by the end of 2016, called Nintendo Land. That's based on the game, right, for the Wii U?
Oh, no.
Nintendo Land?
I guess you could
Will that robot be there?
Monitor. Haven't played that in a while.
Anyway, Nintendo Land is set to be opened by 2020, and my God, Sean will be 28 years old by then.
We're going, right?
No.
Oh, we're going to launch.
But apparently this theme park had a budget of over $500 million.
And more.
And that was poured into it. More than the Harry Potter.
Wizarding World.
Wizarding World.
What even?
The Harry Potter Wizarding World.
He said Wizarding.
Wizarding World. Which was also at Universal Studios, right?
Yeah, it's all going to be in Universal Studios.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But that was also a theme park. But Nintendo Land is costs more.
Bigger.
And it's bigger than that.
People say that Nintendo Land is going to take over the Marvel section because Disney has the rights to Marvel now. So it kind of makes sense, but it will be sad to see some of those rides go.
Oh, man.
You just took a sip of water. Wasn't that delicious?
That was good.
Oh, man.
I had to cool down from all this red hot news.
It's going to get hotter, though.
But Nintendo Land, open by 2020. 4 more years to go. But can't wait to see what it looks like.
Yeah,
can't wait to see. I wonder...
Big.
Oh, God. Imagine this. Nah. Oh, God. It's the same size as Disneyland or Disney World.
Oh, I don't know about that. It's going to be a section of the park, though. It's not taking over Universal Studios.
Except the Mickey Mouse statue. With the Walt Disney statue, you have the statue of Shiggy and Mario.
That would be cool. That would be cool. Oh, Pokemon go all over the place in there if it's still going.
Mickey Mouse goes over there. It's just Mario.
Hey!
Mario.
Hi, Mick!
Goofy. What even? With the hoya. Oh, that picture you showed earlier, though.
We gave you DS, a new Game Boy, and new games to play on them. And now you say you want a revolution. Well, we've got one.
On a bit of a sad note here for this next news, last Monday, July 11th, 2016, marked the 1-year anniversary of the passing of former Nintendo president Satoru Iwata. Satoru Iwata, also known being a former president of HAL Labs.
Oh,
Right,
really?
Sean?
I didn't know that.
That's what I read in his bio.
Well, I mean, I'm not
because that's where he
doubting
got
you.
his start as well. They said that after he graduated from the Japan University of Technology or something like that, he got a start in HAL Labs, and that's where he worked on Kirby's Dream Land.
Yeah, with Sakurai and stuff. So that's cool.
And after that, he kind of quickly moved up the ladder and announced that, hey, I'm the president of Nintendo now.
Yeah, it happened very quickly.
But Satoru Iwata, he went on, directed tons of games, and he's been a big part of and been responsible for many of our most beloved games, such as, like I said, the Kirby games, Earthbound. Did he direct the very first Earthbound, or I'm not sure?
I think he might have, or if not, he helped.
Because
out
he was a big part of Earthbound.
He was a big help.
A ton of the Legend of Zelda games.
You mentioned Pokemon, right? Or
yes, as well. Pokemon, I believe.
Happen.
Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah.
And he received special credits too for all the other Pokemon games like Red and Blue.
Yeah.
And also he's been an executive producer. If he didn't direct, but he was executive producer to 99% of all the Nintendo games.
Yeah,
that we
you'll
grew up
always
on.
see his name in the credits,
especially
for the
at the
most
end
part.
for Legend of Zelda, Metroid Prime, Super Smash Brothers, Mario Kart Double Dash, the Mario Party, Wii Sports, F-Zero GX, another F-Zero game, Kid Icarus, Uprising, Donkey Kong Country, the Fire Emblem games, Ice Climbers, Game & Watch, Animal Crossing, Star Fox, Pokemon, WarioWare, Wario World, Pikmin. The list goes on and on. Sorry for saying these names, but I feel like, these were a lot of, titles that he was a big part of.
He was,
and also giving us all those fun directs, memorable directs.
Memorable.
Especially, with the Wii that Sean and I talked about earlier. How did it go?
Oh, gosh. How did it go?
You want a revolution?
You want a revolution? Well, we've got one.
Bam.
You'll see the clip right there,
We made a joke saying that Reggie or somebody reenacts it with the NX. They drop it on the floor. The whole crowd goes silent. And then someone screams, "There's a Mewtwo in the hall."
Yeah, just leave. Yeah.
But, a whole ton of these games. I remember one of some of my most memorable moments with these games. I remember last year when he passed away. I think during that same month in July, because I remember when I was working in that crappy park district, down the way at my local library, they had games where you could rent $1 for a week, and they had Kirby's Return to Dreamland, which is today one of my all-time favorite Wii games. And I beat that game real quick, only 2 weeks' time, I believe.
Yeah.
And best dollar ever spent for those weeks. I would pay $1 every week to play it. But I remember as soon as I beat the game in that same month, I think it was towards late July or the end of it, had the end credits at the end. It said executive producer Satoru Iwata.
Yeah.
And another one too. Earlier this year when I beat Super Mario Galaxy, which became another one of my all-time favorite Wii games, and credits with that wonderful music from Super Mario Galaxy, that indescribable music, that Disney-quality music at the end. It had Satoru Iwata.
Yeah.
And that was a real tearjerker.
Oh, yeah.
Sing his name during that song.
Yeah. It's same way with me, too. The Star Fox Zero.
I was about to say
definitely
the one that really got me. The one that really got me.
Yeah.
When myself and Sega Sean, we got the reference right away.
Oh, yeah.
Around the same time, we just beat Star Fox Zero about a week or so after it came out.
Yeah.
And at the end, when it showed the end credits of them walking and running in the sunset, and all the names going, and pretty much a reenactment of Star Fox 64 end credits.
Yeah.
It showed the end with a little quote on there. This was dedicated to our wingman.
Our fallen wingman.
Our fallen wingman who fell in battle and stuff.
Yeah.
And me and Sean knew it right away.
Yeah, that's just like
What that reference was.
It chokes you up when you see watching any Nintendo Direct of the past with them in it. It's a real it really chokes you up. And what's really crazy is that you got into Nintendo. Not too long.
2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. So it was like
as soon as I got this 3DS for Christmas, it was over.
Yeah,
it was all said and done.
Yeah, and
I had the Wii before that.
Yeah, but it wasn't
back
like
in
extreme.
2010. But it wasn't like I had a handful of games that I played on there, but it wasn't as.
Yeah.
As soon as I got the 3DS. Set sailed. As soon as I got the Wii U last year on Christmas, I was set.
Yeah, so it pretty much how does it feel? Like it just.
And then when I got the N64,
yeah,
at Indie PopCon, made life even better.
Yeah, I mean, how did it feel to go from you've been through such extreme times with Nintendo with the Wii U and stuff. You started with the 3DS and stuff, and it's later years, of course, and you got the Wii U hovering around. You finally got the Wii U, and with Satoru, all these E3s and stuff like that, all this stuff going on, the rush of how much you've went through with Satoru Iwata and stuff, it's gotta feel pretty crazy. All this stuff to soak it in so fast,
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. Even though I've only been playing it, mainly got into Nintendo for 2 years, it feels like I've been playing it forever now. Mm-hmm. I feel like I've been playing it for 10 years.
Yeah.
20 years now. Because I've been playing and beating, all these games so fast.
Yeah.
And I beat those games. I bring in another roll of them, and I just go through them like candy. Mm-hmm. And I just want more and more.
Yeah.
And I start collecting in my GameCube collection, my Wii. I started buying Wii games again.
Yeah. And
my library started getting bigger and bigger, as well as my 3DS games.
Yeah.
Besides, I already have, physical copies of 3DS and DS games that count. I have over 30.
Yeah.
Not even counting the download ones I downloaded on here, but just.
it's the games have just been timeless, and for me as well, I've been with it since the beginning. So, with the SNES at least in its later years and N64, and, Satoru Iwata has done so much for the company and stuff.
All of them, if these games came out during his years, and I see these games, I already know right away, that they're good, because I'm like, it's an Iwata game. It has his name on it. Mm-hmm. You're going to have a good time with it.
You're going to have some kind of experience with it, so, yeah.
And, I believe that, I think, because I looked at his bio and, in order, all of the list of games he's been a part of, whether as director or give some kind of credit for or executive producer.
Yeah.
I think the last game on the list that he was executive producer of was Xenoblade Chronicles X.
I think so.
For the Wii U.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I saw that was the last game written on the list there, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But, I don't know, I always thought it was, Star Fox Zero. Because I'm sure it was in development way before
he had his hand in it. He probably
passed away, so.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really pay attention to the credits that much, except for the end.
I thought he would be executive producer of that game as well, because.
Well, maybe because he just passed away during development. Because remember that last presentation he did with the puppets.
Because he also did he was executive producer of Star Fox Adventures as well.
Yeah,
Besides 64, he had his hand in those other games.
Mm-hmm. He probably had a little hand in Star Fox Zero, but because of his passing, maybe something might have happened. But yeah, so.
But I also saw Mario Kart Double Dash on the name. I remember you got that when we came back from Indiana at one of our retro game stores.
Yeah. If you want to
I
borrow
remember you said how good it was.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember I told you last year, too, they had a Street Fighter V tournament and a Mario Kart Double Dash tournament, and you actually got mad at that.
Yeah.
Because you said Panda Mare really liked the game,
hardcore.
too, where she was really good at that.
Yeah. Hardcore Double Dash. I mean, Double Dash isn't my favorite. Mario Kart 8 probably is my favorite, but Double Dash is probably second or third. It's a unique game because it's got double the characters and stuff, so...
And I didn't know, too, he had a hand in, he was executive producer of the Fire Emblem games.
I didn't know that either.
Like, he was executive producer of the old ones like Sacred Stones, Radiant Dawn, Path of Radiance.
How about the recent ones, no? Or...
And Awakening.
Oh,
he was executive producer of Awakening, but it didn't say anything about Fates. I'm not sure if I don't know if it was in development. I don't know. It's probably another thing like Star Fox Zero.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, before we go on anymore, we could talk about this forever. But you know, it's been 1 year since the passing of Satoru Iwata. Thank you for all the memories you've given us. You know, even though I've only been in Nintendo a couple of years, I feel like I've been there forever as well. So, thank you for everything. And rest in peace, good sir.
Rest in peace.
And from that moment of silence, before we continue on, I have a couple of quotes I like to read as well. Before we get to our final piece of news, big news, I like to read a couple of quotes that are very famous from Mr. Iwata. But stay tuned to the end as well, as we're going to have a special quote.
Yeah,
and,
special
a special
quote.
little tribute to Mr. Iwata. But 3 of my quotes that I picked here is that, here's the first one, sorry. I've never once been embarrassed that children have supported Nintendo. I'm proud of it. That's because children judge products based on instinct. The second quote. Even a small amount of power can have a great effect when concentrated on a certain area. The third quote. Video games are meant to be just one thing. Fun. Fun for everyone.
There we go.
Yeah.
Those are some very memorable quotes.
Well, onward to our last piece of news here, and probably one of our biggest ones to date.
Yeah.
2 words. Pokemon Go. The hottest new app game that has taken the world and the internet by storm.
It's another Pokemon revolution.
It's been out since, I believe, last Wednesday.
Yeah.
I remember it was right after our podcast.
Yeah, right after.
Right after our most recent podcast, as soon as we finished recording it.
Yeah, the next day, yeah.
This thing's out.
We're like, we felt like total dummies because we're like, wait a minute, that's coming out.
But, Pokemon Go, developed by Niantic Inc. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. I think it's Niantic. And Niantic, this isn't the first time they've done something like this, because it says here that they developed a game similar to Pokemon Go way back in 2012. And I remember even so, like, Sega Sean, when he started playing Pokemon Go, you said he bumped into a fellow Pokemon goer.
Yeah,
he said the same thing, that they've done a game similar to this a few years back.
Yeah, he was actually playing that game, and he showed me it or whatever, because we seen each other. Like, people are all over the place playing this Pokemon Go, and I was in this one area, and we didn't bump into each other, but I was like, oh, hey, you're playing Pokemon Go? And he's like, no, I do play it, though, but right now I'm playing the other game and he explained that Niantic? I was saying, I don't know, that company.
Niantic.
Nian.
I say Niantic.
I'll stick with Nian. I don't know.
All right.
You could say your way. I'll say it my way. Tomato. But yeah,
Ubisoft.
Yeah, but he was playing this game or whatever that they made before, and he's like, you realize that?
The man in the fedora.
Yeah, he had a fedora, and I didn't want to get too close. I might catch it. So,
I might.
Because I was like a little leery. I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have advanced towards him.
Shawnee was coming on to you.
There's something going on because he was like shaking a little and stuff. I was like, boy, human contact. Haven't gotten that a lot lately, have you? So anyway, but he was a nice guy. I guess the fedora hasn't gotten to him that bad, but because they control your brain. But anyway, yeah. So he explained that he's like, yeah, this game is actually, well, Pokemon Go is a reskin of this game, literally. I'm like, oh, that's pretty interesting.
Pretty much just take out the characters from that other game, just throw in Pokemon.
Literally, that's what they did. And he showed me on his phone, and I'm like, oh, wow, that's pretty interesting getaway. So.
And we're not sure what the name of that game was.
I didn't.
If you guys know what we're talking about,
yeah.
Since if you guys were longtime fans of those app games, I guess.
C'est la vie.
But but like I said, how Pokemon Go, it shot right up to the moon like a rocket. Not even a week. It's since it coming out last week, it's become bigger and more used than the online dating app Tinder, and more time is spent on it than Instagram
or Twitter.
And yeah, speaking of Twitter, Pokemon Go, since coming out last week, it is now literally neck and neck equal to Twitter now in terms of active daily users.
Yep. Everywhere you go.
You know?
Everywhere you go. It's
and
nuts.
how long has, Twitter been around? And how long,
a couple of years now.
I know. And, how long did it take for them to rise up?
Yeah,
Pokemon Go in no time at all.
Impressive. I've only had one person on Facebook I seen ask, what's Pokemon Go? The only person. It looks stupid. I'm like, you have no idea.
And meanwhile, at Nintendo, their stock, because of this game, has went up by $7.5 billion.
And they only own a third of the Pokemon company.
And Pokemon Go is a free app.
Yeah.
It's a free app.
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo's probably, yeah.
They're like, you thought we were done for with the Wii U drought. Think again.
This app, pretty much, yeah.
That's where you're wrong, kiddo. So, yeah.
Let's see the PS4 do
this. That's right. Oh God.
Let's see Crash Bandicoot do this.
Did you just see Reggie in the palace? He's like, yeah, it's okay. Eating grapes.
Hi, I'm Crash. But with a great app comes problems and a bit of negativity on the side, but that's comes with the territory, especially in the world of gaming, especially, since this is the first step to virtual reality. And, the servers have been completely blown up.
They are on fire, literally.
I don't know how the servers are still alive at this point.
The crashes, because Kaiju Lu doesn't have it, but I do. The servers aren't as bad as a lot of people say, but they go down. They go down quite often. I guess because I work nights, I'm like on odd hours. When everyone's trying to play it during the day, I am not. So, yeah. But
everyone's sleeping.
Yeah. But the servers, when they do go down, they don't stay down for long. Problems that I've had personally is the game.
Weebs don't sleep.
No, they do not. Watching their animus during the night and getting out. Night Pokemon come out now. What'd you say? Yeah, but I mean, honestly, the only problems I've had is only once or twice doing the Running Man. Once or twice the game has given me that server message where it's down, but otherwise it's just frozen on me a couple times. That's it. But I mean, it's a good game.
There's that. The game is highly addicting.
Highly
addicting. But it's getting everyone moving. It's giving them the exercise.
Yeah.
Build up those leg muscles.
Yesterday we'd seen or not yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, 2 days ago. Me and
you probably lost a few pounds.
Probably. It's still big though. Richard, Nick, and me were at the park or whatever. It's right by his house.
Last Sunday.
Yeah, last Sunday. all these people all around, dads playing Pokemon Go, pulling their kids in a wagon or whatever. This one dad was like running. We're like, "Are you playing Pokemon Go?" He's like, "Yeah, this is the only way." And his
This is the only way.
and his kids were cheering and stuff.
There was no hope before that. There was no hope for anything.
And
I blame Trump.
why? But yeah, and then the other day I seen parents interacting with their kids instead of on Tinder themselves because their marriage is failing. What even? I seen these kids. They had like little bug catcher nets, and they were walking around. And their parents, they would have the phones in their hands. And when they would find a Pokemon, they'd bend down and like show their kid, like, here, you can catch it, you can do something.
Aww.
And the kids, it's bringing people together. We were talking to like complete strangers.
Now, Sean, important question. Do you have the dating app Tinder?
No.
You sure? You're quite the ladies' man.
I believe not.
I see you on those sites.
All the time. Panamer's like...
Clearly photoshopped.
Yeah, haters will say it's photoshopped.
Yeah. On to the, like I said, I've never played it myself. I'm not denying it. It looks great. Mm-hmm. It looks super fun.
Yeah.
But I have to get a smartphone first. But here are some of the bad things and some kind of odd stuff that had happened during this.
Yeah.
Most recently, the same day that it came out, a 17-year-old boy got stabbed.
That boy.
Apparently because he was playing it, he really got into it. He apparently walked far enough to the point where he did not know what he was doing or where he was going. Ended up on the wrong side of town, and unfortunately he got stabbed, and apparently the kid took his stuff.
Yeah, leave it to Chicago. But it was bound to happen.
And also another story I heard was a girl, while playing Pokemon Go, found a dead body discovered a dead body or tripped over it. Like, how the fuck does that work?
Well, apparently, I haven't tried this out myself, but it's really cool. If you want to catch electric type Pokemon, you go near like power plants and stuff. Not really, but like electric sources. For water Pokemon, go near bodies of water, and that's what she was doing. She was by a body of water or something like that, and she found a body. All right, it was a dead body, and she called, and she's like, "I was playing Pokemon Go, but
police are like, who?
You're Lewis, right?"
You're Loris, right?
He's the body.
Inside joke, but another very dangerous thing.
Shut up, I joke.
Besides that, robbers and pedophiles. I heard. Apparently
you heard.
They use the app to lure people, especially robbers. Because I heard recently 2 people in St. Louis got really robbed.
Really robbed. Are you gonna call it that? Really robbed?
They said that robbers and thieves use the app. I don't know how it works. You know how to use it.
Yeah.
Well, they said apparently they use the app to lure people in.
Are you imagining robots running around
to like secluded areas.
Yeah.
And people think they're getting something, but then they're like they're getting jacked. They got robbed.
Yeah.
And another thing too, pedophiles using the app to lure little kids into certain areas as well.
There's a thing called lures, which literally is the term.
Please explain.
Okay, yeah. There are Pokestops on your map that you can stop by to replenish your Pokeballs, maybe catch nearby Pokemon. And what trainers can do to help out fellow trainers is that, okay, say if you're a Pokemon trainer, you got the Pokemon Go app, and I'm in your area. I put this lure on the Pokestop near your house, and it has a purple aura around it or whatever. So then, like, that attracts Pokemon to it, as well as it replenishes faster. Because when you go to a Pokestop and you spin the wheel on it, this is like really scientific here. You spin the wheel on it, Pokeballs will come out. Well, if you have a lure attached to it, more items and stuff will come out. You can attach lures and it'll attract Pokemon and stuff like that. But what's cool is that on the maps of other Pokemon trainers,
Hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, on the map of other Pokemon Go players, you can see the lure on there. So you're like, hey, somebody placed that on there. I'm gonna go check it out. And they do that. Bam! Fucking murder. Or you really rob the person, or you really pedophiliacs.
Or finding something in your poop hole.
A moment of silence for all those that unsubscribed at this moment because of you.
Apparently, too, this thing has, rape. That's what pedophiles do.
What if it's a girl? What if they don't want it up the butt?
You think pedophiles care what you want or not want?
How do you know?
TV.
Oh, yeah.
The news.
How do you know? Hey.
How do you know?
You can see right over there. This is Dateline NBCCC.
Chris Hansen.
You can see right over there.
Oh.
What are you doing here exactly?
I've seen enough Boondocks to know what'll happen next.
What are you doing here exactly? Aw. I brought some beer over to have some
With
fun.
the guy's pants down, too, and everything.
What'd you see right over there?
Anyway, this thing, too, has apparently disrupted workplaces.
Disrupted?
Where there was, I think, a company, I think you posted this on Game Strikers, where they made flyers of someone saying, if you play this game where you catch imaginary creatures, do it in your own time or during your break, or else the next thing you do, you'll be unemployed.
You'll have plenty of time to do it in unemployment. Yeah.
You have plenty of time to do it unemployed. Catching them all, catch them all.
Okay, man. Yeah.
So, and also too, even I don't know what you call them, gyms or Pokemon centers. They're all placed in these awkward, in the wrong places. Like apparently, there's one at a police station. The police.
That's by me. That's by my work. I was looking for a
The police station is really mad about it because they don't want weebs coming in there.
Yeah, that was in Australia. Yeah, people were walking in there and they're like, "You don't have to come in here. Stay outside. Get out of here." But for me too, in my area of work, there's a statue in the back of a police station, and I was looking. I'm like, I really need that Pokestop, so I stopped my car and I got out and I ran to the statue in the backyard of some place. I'm like, I'm like, work. It was early in the morning, and I'm like, there, got it.
Don't look the least bit suspicious.
And then Eradicate, is that the name of it?
Eradicate.
Yeah, Eradicate. I'm like, I don't have time for you.
But there are also churches.
The Westboro
Baptist Church. That is awful.
Well, that's good. Those guys are assholes, though. You know that, right?
But,
no, those guys suck. They've done some bad things.
But no, I don't want this,
What do you mean?
Because the church is a house of God.
No. The Westboro Church. The reason why
people are church is a church.
Oh no! Don't get me wrong. That's bad.
I'm sorry. I'm not extremely religious, but I'm just like, show some respect.
No. But those guys suck. Those guys are bad. Okay. They've done some bad things.
Because I heard they're like using Jigglypuff now as a mascot for something.
Yeah,
or for the lesbian, gay, bisexual.
Yeah, because they're
community.
calling out Pokemon Go and stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, they're very extreme people. Like they'll go to extreme lengths.
Because I remember seeing an article, Jigglypuff now the figure of controversy.
One is bad though, and that's finding Pokemon and the Holocaust Museum.
I was going to say the next thing, a Holocaust Museum. There was a picture of like a wheezing or a coffin.
Coughing.
That's horrible. You know why, right?
Oh no, I just realized that's not good.
That's a gas Pokemon.
Oh no, it's not good.
That's a gas type Pokemon, a poison gas Pokemon.
One of my stops on the way to work is a
awful.
Muslim cemetery.
Okay, and?
It's a Muslim cemetery.
All right.
They're behind this, right? Oh,
no. No.
We got subscribers back thanks to that.
But the Holocaust, that was awful.
That was bad.
Even to the Holocaust Museum even say, Pokemon goers need to learn how to back off from that. That's what they said. They need to learn how to back off.
Tell them yourself.
Because that's just, all them going in there with their phones, through all this, history, 6 million have died, and you just, it's just so wrong.
It's weird hearing you say that for some reason,
but so many levels. No, it is. It is.
No, it's bad, but hearing you say it's so wrong.
Why not? I'm trying to be the voice of reason.
Exactly.
Well, I'm the one here in this group that has a soul.
That went away a long
has
time
moral values.
That went away a long time ago, man. Remember the mattress story you ran?
Wade?
Retro Nick, you there?
But, no.
No, it is bad, but...
Especially the one with the coffin in the background. I don't know if that's photoshopped or that was fucking real.
No, I know people can Photoshop, but that might be real.
Because I'm like, that is way too horrible. Way too easy. Way too easy.
You gonna go?
But,
You gonna do it?
Apparently, too, there's been some concerns, especially the news, how they kind of, like, make things sound so horrible. But apparently they said Pokemon Go has full access to your Google user accounts.
Yeah.
Which apparently said it is now easier for hackers or people to read through your emails or hack into your accounts.
Yeah, it may be easier, but we kind of covered that through a comment section of a very famous streamer on Twitch. Yeah, basically, yeah, Niantic is with Google or something like that. So
they're owned by them or something.
Yeah, or something like that. So it's like Google looking at your Google stuff.
Pretty much.
So, but that we knew already. So if you're listening to this
as soon as
right
I heard
now,
that, I was like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it may be easier for hackers to get in, maybe, but for the most part, it's the same thing that you do with your Gmail. It's with Google.
They said, they can hack into your account. They can read your Gmail.
Yeah.
It's easy now it's exposed. Danger, danger.
Shut up! Danger. Fucking alarm. Can you imagine standing in a school or something,
Don't start.
There's a fire, and you're like shaking your hands. Danger. And everyone's like, oh. And then you have a megaphone. Danger.
Wow. I'm at a loss for words.
Danger.
Oh. Other than that,
Red hot.
We're not trying to say how bad it is because it's not. Pokemon Go, fun game.
Good.
Great invention. A great start to virtual reality in the world of VR.
Yeah.
But other than that, of course, with stuff like this, there are some risks and dangers.
Yeah, you gotta watch out where you're going.
Coming from us, from the wonderful group of Super Game Strikers, please be careful out there when playing Pokemon Go. Please use extra caution.
Danger! That's what you're doing.
It's true,
No, it's true though.
Number one, always mind your surroundings. Always know where the fuck it is you're going.
Shut up! Jesus, just serious.
Especially to you too, Sega Sean. When you're walking around your neighborhood, I don't trust that.
Okay, that's not even.
There's a lot of critters out in the back.
Where the fuck you're going?
Especially to Sean the other day. He was in the woods looking for Pokemon, and he kneeled down on a cicada. Oh, that was fun.
No.
You said you had cicada all over.
I was in my neighborhood. There was a cicada.
You were in the woods wandering about.
Sure.
I know where you go. I know where you went.
Let's leave it at that.
I know.
Danger.
But, like I said, always mind your surroundings and always beware of the things, the places, and more importantly, the people around you.
Like Kaiju Lou.
He'll
get you. He'll rape you.
Like trick-or-treating, go in groups. Unless you're alone. I don't know.
That's something that would be hosted on that. Posted on that one page.
Playing Pokemon. I know I sound like a tool here, but I'm just,
I'm surprised that hasn't been posted on the page. Anything about Pokemon Go. Not Game Strikers. We're talking about another one about our neighborhood. I'm surprised.
It'll happen.
Yeah.
Watch
your kids!
They've gone rogue. But always remember, too, if something, like I always say...
You don't say this!
I always say this.
Every time.
I always say this during my motivational speeches and my stuff and my... And
speeches.
If something doesn't feel right, then always go by your instincts. Always trust your gut. That's what I always say.
You
always
never
trust
say
your gut.
that.
If I'm someplace and I know something's not right, and you know my gut's telling me, get out of there, man, get out.
You know what happens, right? I pull you in anyway. So.
Yeah, but you know, always go by your gut. Always trust it.
So Retro Nick,
If something
are you telling Retro Nick to trust himself?
If something doesn't feel right, leave. Especially you, Retro Nick.
No, I mean honestly,
this is all for you.
Are you telling Retro Nick to believe in himself?
Oh
no, Retro Nick, you can do it. Catch all the Pokemon.
Because always remember, like Sega Sean, too, the real world is not fun in games or as safe as the Pokemon world is not all fun in games or as safe as the real world.
Minus Team Rocket.
Team Rocket would be the least of your problems.
Or would they? You want to get some Jessie, don't you?
I've always been a Meowth man myself.
Meow! Meow, that's right!
Giovanni?
Wait a minute.
He was behind it all.
Todd the photographer?
He's Ash's father.
How do you know?
You're the sauce man.
Do you have the sauce on this?
You have the sauce on this, man.
I'm dying.
Trust your gut. Yeah, other than that, don't do drugs, stay in school, don't talk to strangers. Isn't that right, Sega Sean?
I believe in Jesus, and you should too.
But on that note, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Super Game Strikers, the official YouTube channel of Game Strikers. And be sure to like us on Game Strikers on
Facebook.
And be sure to like and subscribe to Super Game Strikers Play, starring Sega Sean and Retro Nick. This is Kaiju Lou.
And Sega Sean.
Stay tuned for more future content to come. Stay tuned and take care and be careful out there when playing that Pokemon Go.
Yeah, bye-bye. Why are you here?
Take care, folks.
Get out of my house.
One of the most overused words in the English language is unique. That's what all of us want to be in some level or another. But very few of us truly are. Satoru Iwata is one who clearly was unique, in the fullest meaning of the word. If you were to design the perfect person to lead a video game company, you'd want someone who understood electrical engineering, who understood software design, and who understood business. Not many can claim this broad kind of background, but Mr. Iwata did. And not only did he understand all of these areas, but he was accomplished in every one. If you've read the Iwata Asks series, you know he could drill down into the particulars of both hardware and game design. No one could lose him in the details. On his business resume, there's one number that stands out. Our dedicated gaming industry is now over 30 years old. In that time, only 5 platforms have achieved lifetime sales in excess of 100 million units worldwide. Of those 5, Mr. Iwata was directly involved with 3 of them. At HAL Laboratories, he helped bring Kirby's Dream Land and other games to Game Boy. And then, as president of Nintendo, he oversaw the introduction of both Nintendo DS and Wii. Beyond his resume, I can add another signature point. The man was fearless. Remember how you felt when you first heard the name Wii? Or remember what was said when you found out about Nintendogs, or Brain Age, or a dual-screen portable device? You may have been puzzled, but he already knew. He had already heard the criticisms internally. But he always championed an idea he truly believed in, and we all benefited. For Mr. Iwata, it was not enough to repeat the words of Nintendo's mission to surprise and delight with the unexpected. He lived those words. He was unique. Finally, on a personal level, he was my boss, and he was my mentor, and he was my colleague. But most of all, he was my friend, and I'm a better person for it. And I think every gamer is better for having Mr. Iwata's vision and talent help inspire and shape the passion we all share. No matter what is going on in our lives or in the world, Mr. Iwata wanted Nintendo to be about putting smiles on people's faces. Nintendo, at its heart, is about making us feel younger than we are today. Mr. Iwata, I hope you're smiling right now.